channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your quantitative aptitude class, and that is your class is your 185, where we had done your 184 classes in the last session. In arithmetical ability, this is your 17th topic, that is your time and distance. Before that we had done your 16th topics of the sessions, and that has been important. And in this only we had done 29th question of the session in time and distance. So we'll start discussing about the 30th question of the session. But before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than this, we had done many of the topics related to it, which has been the reasoning as well. You can go for the playlist. The 30th question we have is: the speed of a car increased by 2 km after every 1 hour. If the distance traveled in the first 1 hour was 35 kilometers, then what was the total traveled in 12 hours? This has been asked in the bank view question paper, and the options for the same is 400 kilometers, 456 kilometers, 482 kilometers, 552 kilometers, 556 kilometers, and none of these. So for the same we go for it. Let's start with the question of the session. So here we go. The speed of a car increases by 2 kilometers after every 1 hour. If the distance traveled in the first 1 hour was 35 kilometers, what was the total distance? Traveled in 12 hours. Bank question paper. So the options were 456 kilometers, 482 kilometers, 552 kilometers, 556 kilometers, none of these. So let's get started with the same. Total distance traveled in 12 hours. Equals to 35 plus 37 plus 39 plus up to 12 terms. This is an AP with first term. AP means that is arithmetic progression with first term A equals to 35, number of terms where n equals to 12, and the common difference, that is d, is equals to 2. So required distance (12 by 2), 2 into 35 plus 12 minus 1 into 2, 6, 70 plus 22 equals to 552 kilometer. So now we go for another one. That is the another important question here, and it is your 31st question of the session. The question is, a train covers a distance of 10 km in 12 minutes. If its speed is decreased by 5 km per hour, the time taken by it to cover the same distance will be. That has been asked in SSC examination paper. So for that, the options were 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 20 seconds, 13 minutes and 13 minutes 20 seconds here. So for the same, we'll go for it. So we go for this, and this has been asked in SSC examination paper. Options were 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 20 seconds, 13 minutes and 13 minutes, 20 seconds. So we go for the same here. Let's go for the solution. So speed is equals to so here that is your 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12 and 6 1s are 6 and 6 10s are 16. So 5 10s are 50. It is your 50 kilometer per hour. Now new speed equals to 50 minus 5 kilometer per hour. It will be 45 kilometer per hour. Time taken 10 upon 45 hour, that is equals to 2 by 9 into 60 minute. So it will be, this is 9, so 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6 and 0 and 3 and 2, so it will be, when it is divided, 13 1 by 3 minute, which is 13 minute 20 second. That we got as an answer here. Now we go for another question. That is your the 32th question of the session, and the question we have as follows. Anna left for city A from city B at 5:20 a.m. She traveled at the at the speed of 80 km per hour for 2 hours 15 minutes, and after that the speed was reduced to 60 km per hour. If the distance between two cities is 350 kilometers, at what time did Anna reach city A? Options were 9:20 a.m., 9:25 a.m., 9:35 a.m., 10:05 a.m. None of these. This has been asked in the bank PO question paper, so we'll go for the same. After that, the speed was reduced. To 60 kilometer per hour. At the distance between two cities if the distance between the two cities is 350 kilometers, at what time did Anna reach city A? This has been asked in the bank PO. So that what we'll have to talk about it. So here we go. So on the same way, distance covered in 2 hours 15 minutes. That is your 2 1/4 hours. Which is 80 into 9/4 hours. That is 4 1s are 4, 4 20 is 80, 2 9s are 18. It is 180 hours. So time taken to cover remaining distance (350 minus 180 upon 60 hours) equals to 17/6 hours. That is 2 5/6 hours, which is 2 hours 50 minutes. So total time taken (2 hours 15 minutes plus 2 hours 50 minutes equals to 5 hours 5 minutes. So Anna reached city A at 10:25 a.m. Sana reached city A at 10:25 a.m. here. Now we go for another question, that is your 33rd question of the session. Let's get started with the same. 33rd question we have here as follows. An aeroplane covers a certain distance at a speed of 240 km per hour in 5 hours. To cover the same distance in 2 by 3 hours, it must travel at a speed of, that has been asked in SSC examination paper. So the options were 300 km per hour, 360 km per hour, 600 km per hour and 720 km per hour. So we go for the same. 33rd question of the session. So here we go. An aeroplane covers a certain distance at a speed of 240 km per hour in 5 hours. To cover the same distance in 2 by 3 hours, it must travel at a speed of this has been asked in SSC examination paper. Options were, that has been asked in SSC examination paper. Options are 300 km per hour, 360 km per hour, 600 km per hour, 720 km per hour. So we go for the same. Distance is equal to 1200 km. Required speed 1200 into 3/5 km per hour, which is equal to 720 km per hour. Now we go for the 34th question of the session, and that we have as follows. 34th question here. The question is, a salesman travels a distance of 50 km in 2 hours and 30 minutes. How much faster in kilometers per hour on an average must he travel to make such a trip in 5 by 6 hours less time? And that is the question. This has been asked in hotel management question paper in a competition paper. Options were 10, 20, 30 and none of these, so we go for the same. A salesman travels a distance of 50 kilometers in 2 hours and 30 minutes. How much faster in kilometer per hour on an average must be traveled to make such a trip in 5 by 6 hour less time. This has been asked in hotel management question paper. Options are 10, 20, 30 and none of these. So we go for the same. And that we have as follows. Time required 2 hours 30 minutes minus 15 minutes equals to 1 hour 40 minutes. 1 2 by 3 hours. Required speed equals to 50 into 3 by 5. Kilometer per hour equals to 30 kilometer per hour. Original speed into 2 by 5 kilometer per hour is equals to 20 kilometer per hour. Difference in speed equals to 30 minus 20 kilometer per hour equals to 10 kilometer per hour. Let's go for the next one, which is we have to talk about it, and that we have as follows, which is the 35th question of the session. The question is, a person has to cover a distance of 6 kilometers in 45 minutes. If he covers 1/2 of the distance in 2/3 of the total time, to cover the remaining distance in the remaining time, his speed in kilometer per hour must be. That has been asked in the SSC examination paper. Options was 6, 8, 12 and 15. So let's go for the same. A person has to cover a distance of 6 kilometers in 45 minutes. If he covers 1/2 of the distance in 2/3 of the total time, to cover the remaining distance. To cover the remaining distance in the remaining time. His speed in kilometer per hour must be. This is an asked in SSC examination paper. Options were 6, 8, 12 and 15. So let's go for the same here, that will find it out. and that we have as follows. The remaining distance is equal to 3 km. And remaining time equals to 1 by 3 into 45 minutes. That is equals to 15 minutes, which is equals to 1 by 4 hours. Required speed equals to 3 into 4 km per hour. And that is your 12 km per hour. So here we gonna end up with this only, and that we'll discuss the rest of the question in the next coming class, which is in the 36th class of the session here. That has been important one. So which is your 36th class in 186th class of the session. So here we're gonna end up with thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on a comment box. Please like, share and subscribe so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and whether you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than this quantitative aptitude, we had done your reasoning, which is your verbal reasoning and the non-verbal reasoning. In terms of it, we have to discuss. Here we go for the same, and that is we had done your physics part 1. We had started with physics part 1, chemistry part 1 we had completed, and chemistry part 2 we had started with the same. In quantitative aptitude, we are started with the arithmetical ability. Here we have to cover up the numbers, SCF and SCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, sorts and indices, percentage, profit and loss ratio, and portion, partnership, chain rule, time and work by consistent, time and distance. Then after that we'll cover up the problems on train, boards and streams, allegations on mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clocks, tugs and shears, permutations and combination, probability to discount, bankers discount, height and distance, odd and odd series. After that, section 2 is your data interpretation. We have to cover the tabulations, bar graph, pie charts and line graphs. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment.